Cue this. Welcome to Miami. Welcome back to the Crew 2, where we're in Los Angeles, but we will get to Miami eventually. We have a home in Los Angeles and one in Miami, which is very cool. And we're going to start off with some aerobatics.
Valley, one of the most beautiful places in the country, and a place where you can really push your limits, or find out what they are.
Here we are, we're going to push ourselves to the limit in the aerobatics. The start is right in front of us. Okay, what a great way to start off this video. So we're going to do some more aerobatics in the plane. I know we haven't upgraded the plane, we need to do a vertical up. We haven't upgraded the plane, but it's still got a good enough performance to do these aerobatics. We only require like 50. It's time to do some rolling. Oh yes, rolling. Now it's time for us to do some looping. Yes, the aerobatics are so fun. Oh, we're looping, we're looping, we're looping. There we go, the checklist is done. It's time to go and freestyle.
Fly closer to the ground.
Time to do some freestyling.
You don't want to. She's just daring you to see what you've got.
Freestyling, oh yeah.
Yes.
Low
That's the way to
altitude.
do it. Take chances.
Oh, we're flying over low altitude. We need to be mindful of these trees. To watch out for these trees. There were trees, so we couldn't continue with our low altitude flying. Now we can continue. Touch and go. Touch the ground and take off just after. Okay. There we go. Now we need to do another one. There we go. Now let's go rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. This is dizzying, but then it's so fun at the same time.
I can fly upside down
completed.
at low altitude for a few minutes at a shot.
Okay,
Maybe someday
low
you'll be able to do that
altitude.
too. You never know.
But there's a rock, so we cannot do that right now. Oh, no, that's rock did not help. We got a very close call there. This is a very close call. Oh, yes. Time for us to vertical up again. No, we kind of lost it. Game. Make your mind up. You make your mind up. This game needs to make its mind up. We're obviously vertical up. There we go. There we go. Vertical up. That's how we like to do it. How have we lost it again? Now we gotta roll again. Gotta roll again. Got to do 3 rolls. There we go. 1, 2, 3. It's time to do an outside loop. Outside loop. Oh, we've done most of these before, so we can do them. That's the checklist done. Time to do an air drift. Miss Chatterbox.
Something's trying to distract you is the best way to learn how to keep your concentration.
Okay, we're just air drifting. We've got a 45-degree line. We're going to get maximum points. We're going to get maximum points because we are continuing to air drift. There we go, nosedive. Plunge downward. Is this a nosedive? It's quite. Yes, we got 1,500 points. And now we should move up to the next level. We should hopefully go from rookie to popular. Yes, we're at the next level. And we have got some upgrades for our plane, which we're not going to put in just
The
yet.
best way to explain what we do is this. Our pilots are crazy good, but sometimes they act like a bunch of snot-nosed brats. The kind of people who throw a party in a seminar.
While Grumpy here is giving you his version, let me give you mine. We can do things you've never seen before because we're having fun. Give us a plane, we'll show you something fantastic.
Get ready for a new chapter in the live Extreme series. Now available.
Oh yes, we've gone from rookie to popular. We earned some credits and some cash. Get some new disciplines at headquarters. 57 new activities. So now we've finally unlocked the touring cars. So why don't we go and do them? Well, that's so many. Okay. So let's go to the Pro Racing headquarters, new discipline. Please tell me it's the touring cars. Because if it's not the touring cars, I'm not going to be happy. Please let it be touring cars. Is it going to be touring cars? New discipline. Touring cars, yes, I was correct. Now we're popular enough to drive touring cars. Wow, that Formula 1 car is cool, but you need to be at like icon level, at the highest level, in order to do that. But that's Red Bull Formula 1 car, either Daniel Ricciardo's 2017 or 2018 F1 car, as you can see by number 3. I would like to drive that eventually, but now's not the time. I'm sure this is the touring cars. Am I correct? Is this the touring cars? Oh, there's a billboard right behind me. Yes, it is the touring cars. Well, we've got a Dodge Charger touring car. It's part of a bundle. And there's many more we could choose from. Okay. We could get this SL63 AMG. We could get the RS3 Le Mans. There's many we could choose from here. Oh, the AMG GT3 touring car. Or we could even go for the SLS AMG. Or even the Skyline. Or you could even get the C63 touring car. Let me go, and I would like to test one of these before I actually make my choice. I would like to test the SLS. No, it seems we cannot test them at the moment. Oh, we've actually found a way to test drive it, just like that. So here we are, test driving the SLS AMG touring car. Oh yes, this is so fast. I have a soft spot for Mercedes AMG cars like the SLS. So I think this will be a good choice as my first touring car. This is a possibility. Seems to be quite fast, like the real thing, but the test drive is going to end soon, so I'm making the most out of it. There we go. Oh yes, this looks so cool. This was such a fun test drive, but we've made it over the track again. What does this timer mean? Does this mean that we haven't got long before we finish off the test drive? I actually found how to do a test drive. I just select the car and press X. That's how you do a test drive. Test driving that SLS was fun. But I'm not going to do touring cars right now because I would like to see what else there is. Okay, so where to next? I would like to see what they have for the street racing. No, I'll do that last. I'd like to see what they have for the off-road. It's gonna be those rallycross bikes, isn't it? I can tell. I am oh no, new discipline. Yes, I'm absolutely correct. It is indeed the motocross bikes. So let's see how they are. Well, there's a Peugeot 3008 Rally Raid car over here, and it actually looks quite nice, to be honest. Motocross bikes. Yes, that's all we needed to know. Let's see what there is. Oh, there's this KTM. But what I'm going to do now is jump to the freestyle camp, where we've got another new discipline, Demolition Derby and Jet Sprint. We get 2. We've unlocked 2. How do we unlock 2 at the same time for the freestyle, but yet for the off-road and the pro racing we only unlock 1? So we get to choose Demolition Derby and Jet Sprint. Wow, these are just mostly custom made cars for the Demolition Derby. Now let's see what they have for. You've got aerobatics. I would like to do Monster Truck. Monster Trucking is very cool, but we need to be at famous level for that. Jet Sprint. Now this had better be exciting. There's only these 4 to choose from, so there's not much of a choice here. So why don't we go to street racing and hopefully save the best for last, because I'm sure we're going to unlock some drifting. Let's enter. It had better be drifting, if not dragging, but I would like to go and get a drift car, because I have the urge to go and drift. New discipline. Oh yes, it is indeed drifting. Now why don't we just go and get our drift car? Wow. Now it's time for us to go and get our drift car. Let's see what they have. Well, they have this Dodge Challenger SRT 8392 Drift Edition, which is part of a bundle. We could even get a Skyline to drift. Drift a Mustang. We could drift any of these, you know. Drift a GT500, RX-7, 370Z, Camaro, Z4. We could even drift a Mustang. We could drift an M5, you know. Wow, there's so many cars we can choose from to go and drift, but I'm just going to keep it basic, and the drift car I'll be using is the RX-7. Yet again we choose the RX-7 for drifting. What colour shall we choose? I'm thinking of going for a red. Let's go for a red. Put on the stock Mazda rims, or we could put on the drift rims, which is what we're going to go for. Let's buy it. We've got a lot of credits, so here we go. We've picked up our new drift car. Now let's go and customize it. So here is our RX-7, which we are now going to customize, make into a proper drift car. Livery. My livery exclusive, top 100, latest. Where we go for top 100? Put a Red Bull livery on. Top 100s. Oh, we could go for Han's livery. Like this looks like the livery Han had in the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Why don't we go and put that one on? So that's a livery applied. Now let's see what we can change on this car visually. Hoods. Should we change it? Should we change it? No, I think I'll keep it the same, because I do not want to ruin the aesthetic of the car, because some of these hoods do not go down well with the aesthetic of the car. Or don't know if I want to put a hood on this. This one fully carbonizes the hood. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one to keep the look of Han the same. There we go, that's a hood on. Front bumper. Which front bumper shall we put on? Whoa. 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 There's quite some good ones, but I don't know which one I would like to pick. I'm going to stick with the pop-up headlights, because it just doesn't look right without the pop-up headlights. So this is the front bumper we're going to put on. And front fender, do we really need them? Yes, it's already got them on. Rims, I ain't changing those rims. Caliper colour, we are going to make them orange. Side mirrors, do I really want to change them? Which one do I prefer? Do I choose this or do I choose this? Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. These ones look nicer anyway. Side skirts, it's already got side skirts on. Rear fender, it's already got them on. Rear wing, do we put a big wang on? A big meaty wang? Our logic says yes, we do. On it goes. Rear bumper. Okay, so what choice do we have for the rear bumper? Whoa. Many of them look overbearing. I'm not sure if I even want to put a rear bumper on, but let's say this one is This one is... I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna go for this one. Interior colour. Red or blue or yellow. I'm going to go for a nice blue interior. 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4. Yes, I'd say this one looks best. Interior material. This one, interior insert. I'm going to put some carbon fibre in there. There we go. Now we are ready to drift. Now off we go. Now we can drift. Oh yes. This is such a nice car to drift. But it's already been going out of control near the home. Come on. Yes, it's pretty fast when you're driving it in a straight line. But it likes to go sideways too. Nitro can be used in air. Oh, this is such a nice drift car.
Followers for that action move you just did. Everyone you pull from now on gets you more followers. So knock yourself out.
Yeah, drifting is not only the thing I like, it's also a thing that the followers like. I just built up more followers for drifting. We go drifting in the city.
Every time you set a record, it gets uploaded to the live app so you can share it with your friends. Give them a chance to beat you, if they can.
Oh yes. Set a new personal highlights for a high ground drift. Oh, and we can resume our drifting action in Los Angeles. But what we're going to do is go and drift properly this charity event. We're at 131, the requirement is 110, so we can get into that easily. Well, here we are, entering the drift event, and we're going to stick with our current RX-7 because this is a lovely drift vehicle. Oh, what's happening here? Is there a cutscene? I'm sure there is a cutscene. Oh yes, there's some boats racing, but we're gonna do the drifting. Oh yes, that looks so nice. Oh, it's a natural born drift car, the RX-7. Sponsored by Red Bull. Now off we go. We need to get 10,000 points. The drifting's gonna be easy because that's what the RX-7 was born to do. Oh yes, we just need to keep going sideways without sliding into the wall, or we'll lose multiplier and probably points as well. Oh yes, this is such a nice car to drift, but we went into a tractor. Oh, that was so close. We nearly went off the track. Oh dear, we've gone into the barrier. But we need to do well in this drift. We really need to do well. Come on. Oh yes. We are drifting. Wow. How is this drift so close to walls? When we're on top of the cargo, the walls just seem to be too tight. Whoa, this went the wrong way. We may need to upgrade it soon to get some quicker drifts faster. Oh yeah, but it's so nice to drift. Wow, we got a huge multiplier. We got 9,000 points just like that. We're gonna be at 10,000 pretty soon. We're gonna reach our target pretty soon. Oh yes, we've completed our objective. Gone into a truck. All we need to do now is make sure, get our car in one piece and do even more drifts to get even more fans. Oh dear. We're off the track. This is not good. Oh dear. We ended up running into the crowd, even though this is not a Mustang, this is an RX-7. How did the crowd manage, how did I manage to run into a crowd? I don't even know. And I've done it again. Dear. Drifting an RX-7 is the new thing that the crowds need to try and avoid. It isn't just the Mustangs anymore. Oh yes. That's the charity drift complete. Now we've got some sweet upgrades for the RX-7. Do we even get some upgrades? Yes, we do. Oh yes, we get a new ECU and exhaust.
People think we're dangerous, that we're criminals because we run in the streets. Well, that ain't true. We're about more than that. We love what we do, and we want to take it to the next level.
Oh,
Shit. Change isn't easy, but sometimes it's needed. The trick, getting everyone on board with that. It's about the future, see? Just a question of which one we're headed for.
that was a nice cutscene, but it was more for drag than drifting. Why are you putting in a drag cutscene for drifting? But let's go and do another one, shall we? Because that was fun. So, are there any more drifts we could do? We may need to go over to Miami for the next drift. Street race, drift, Upper East Side, let's go. Here we go. It's time to do our next drift. Going into some cones because we've needed to slow down as there's still plenty of time before the event begins. Let's go to the start line. We're going to drift to the start line. Oh yes. This RX-7 is lovely. Yeah, I'm loving the variety of events they have in the crew too. Yeah, this drift is tougher, but it's even tighter. It's on a city track. And we need to score 25,000 as well. So it's not as easy as the previous one. If we fail, we're going to get some upgrades for the RX-7 and then try again. Even though it is fast enough, and because it's a drift, upgrades don't really matter as much in drift events, unless if you need some crazy high scores. That's when you need your car to go faster. Yeah, the drifting model on the Crew 2 is okay, but not as good as in some other games because it's literally likes to slide out of control. It happens with every single car, every single Drift Edition car in the game. You make a Drift Edition in the Crew 2 and they like to slide out of control completely. 1 minute left. This is absolutely terrible. We aren't even close to our target. We have about the same time limit. Oh, I've gone into the wall again. We're not going to meet our objective. Because this drift is on a totally unsuitable track. Come on. We need to drift properly. Come on. We want our score to multiply. No, we're only at 10,000. This is not good. This is not good. It's just too tight for drifting. Might need to put some upgrades on. Our car's needing upgrades. Because we're not going to do it. We're going to have to put that ECU on and see if it drifts better after that. Oh dear. We haven't done it. Haven't met our objective. So we don't get as much as we normally should. Probably means we get no loot upgrades. We only get them if we win. Gonna have to try again. So in goes the new ECU. It's a rare part. And in goes the new exhaust. Now let's try that again, shall we? Oh yes, this is so much better. The new ECU and the exhaust have clearly made the difference. We've got some combo, we're multiplying our score. We're closer to 10,000 now than we were last time. Just need to make sure we avoid hitting the wall. Because if we hit the wall, that's the end of our score. Oh, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, yes! We've completed our objective. Those upgrades really did help. Because we've reached our 25,000. Let's go to the end. Oh yes. There we go. We have won it this time. So now we should get even more followers Yes, we've got even more followers and even more cash. And we've got upgrades too. Did we get them in? Yes, we have. It gets new suspension and exhaust. Daily driver, drive anywhere, anytime. That is complete. And that is all we have got time for in this episode. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please make sure to pound that like button, subscribe if you are new, and I shall see you guys in the next episode. Until then, peace.
Serious.